course, I know. Of
Are we
course,
live?
we are live.
All right. Jeff, do the honors.
All right. Well, thank you again. Thank you. First live of the week. So today we have an amazing guest. He's
So kind.
I try. That's what's written on the script. So an amazing professional, amazing entrepreneur. He's a mortgage broker.
He uses the word amazing quite a bit, don't you find?
Well, that's what it is.
You're not that amazing.
Director of operation of Omnium Capital Alliance, in-house in-house brokerage. What's going on?
We got some technical difficulties here.
Anyway, so we have Akel of our solution master maker, money maker from
Mortgage God.
Okay.
I don't know how
Steven,
enough.
just deactivate Jeff's mic, please. Let him take a
Akel.
breather.
Akel, thanks for coming here.
Hey, thanks for having me, guys.
Fantastic. So today we have well, go ahead, Etienne. Go ahead. You want to have fun?
It's your show. It's your show.
It's not my show. This is a show for the brokers, for the mortgage brokers, for the real estate brokers. It's to help you get more business out of every second of your day. And this is all stuff that we share, that we do. First of all, that's very important. It's not things that we've read and not tried. It's what we apply in our business that gives us our success. So I'm very happy that you decided to join and share how you go through your day. But today's topic is about how to gain more time. How do you do that? What's your definition of gaining more time?
Just to give a fast answer like that, I would say go to another planet and have more
Which
than
one?
24 hours.
Which one?
I don't know. Which planet has more than 24 hours?
One of the things that comes up the most is, I hear it all the time from everybody. It's like, I don't have time for this, or I don't have time to actually create content on social media. I don't have time to do my follow-ups the way I should. I don't have
Why
time.
do you think? What do you
I'm
think
too
people
busy. I'm
have
too
that
busy.
feeling of not having enough time?
Well, you have to understand, and you have to actually learn how to use time.
Manage.
Yeah.
How to manage it.
Well, I don't like that word to manage, but
To
Organize.
to spend time on the appropriate things that give you the greatest return is another way of seeing it, in my opinion. And then understanding that you're always going to have 24 hours, and you have to find a way. So that's the topic. How do you actually add more time? So tell me, because you have a busy day. You have a high volume business as a mortgage broker. How do you do that?
It's mostly organized. It's the organization. It's a time split for every single task that you have to do throughout the day. Don't forget, during those 24 hours, you got to take some time to sleep as well, right? So
technically, you don't have 24 hours. You have
you have, I want to say 18. 18.
Yeah, well,
So
it depends on.
you're going to sleep
or-
6 hours. You're going to sleep 6
or
hours.
you
need 6 hours to sleep.
15 if you're Etienne.
Okay.
Whoever says I sleep at 3, I sleep 3 hours a day and I function the next day,
No,
I'm
that's
not really
impossible.
agreeing with that.
No.
So get your 5-6 hours of sleep. So we're back to what you said. We don't have 24 anymore. We have 18. So split those 18 hours. How long everything's gonna take you? Do your to-do list and go.
So do you operate with? You said earlier, not on the show, but you said that you time block.
I block time in my calendar.
So do you put your meals? Do you go like crazy with every detail like I do?
Not
Or
my
do
meals.
you-
Not
no?
my meals. I don't put my meals.
So showering, meals,
No.
workouts.
He doesn't
time,
work out. He doesn't eat. He doesn't shower.
time with your spouse.
That's after at night.
Walking the dog. I mean, everything's in my calendar for real. Like, there's nothing that's not there.
No, I don't go that extreme. Like I don't go on walking the dog. I block out a time during the day. Mostly it's in the morning to read. Read
Okay.
a couple pages.
Cool.
Like
So-
I'm not saying social media read. I'm saying read a book that's gonna help you in your business.
Something to help out,
Yeah.
something to grow your mind about what you're trying
Half
to
an
accomplish.
hour, 20 pages. It's better than nothing.
So at what
Absolutely.
point did you decide to hire someone to actually also give you more time? Because that's another great way of giving you more time, is just hiring someone and delegating certain things to this person.
I want to say I decided to do so when I started to see that certain stuff are taking a lot of time out of my day,
Mhm.
and it's actually I'm losing money. So when you run the numbers, you do the math. Well, how much that person's going to cost you in comparison of how much money you're losing, then maybe sometimes it's better off hiring somebody so she can do, or he or she can do those tasks And in my case, well, in my business, it's you can go ahead and go get more business for those things that were taking you a lot of time
Yeah. So it frees up your time
to go
for
get
other more
business.
important
Of
things
course.
that are going to give you greater return. So what about the brokers that say, Jeff, well, I don't have the money right now. I can't afford to do that. What would be a solution for them?
Well, one thing's for sure is that you kind of have a better understanding of what are your tasks, what's keeping you busy. So when you put everything on that list of top priorities, well, which of those tasks will bring you revenues versus which of those tasks are more passive. So when you do the comparison, then you have to kind of put your brain or create in your brain the you have to allocate more time into the activities that will bring you business, the growth activities ultimately. And once you do that, well, you become more creative. Because you realize that 20 things that you do that is passive, well, you have to do it in a short amount of time, right? Because you have less, you want to allocate less time in towards those type of activities. So it comes back to better understanding what you have, what you do. And
did you ever track all the stuff that you did throughout the day? Because I know we do, and that's where we can then analyze and look at it and say, okay, well, wait, we shouldn't be spending that much time on this thing. Like actually today, great example.
Yep. We
were
had
working
this
on,
amazing idea. We
yeah.
were all pumped, and when we realized that how much time it would actually take versus
the return,
we weren't scared of how much time it would take.
No, because the thing was like let's go in more in depth. So the thing was like 218 hours to do.
Okay.
Yes.
But then for the return, it made no sense because we started saying, well, Jeff, myself, and a few other members of the team would have to do these things. So 218 divided by 4. But then we said, well, that makes no sense because the cost was just outweighing the actual return of what that activity was going to do. So it's important to track, is what I'm trying to say, in order to know, okay, well, maybe I shouldn't be doing this thing. Well,
absolutely. How are you going to know?
No, that's it. So do you still today track all of your activities in your business?
I do track my activities most of the time right now. Well, in today, it's mostly like a routine. You know what's going to be done.
But isn't that dangerous though, to fall into that?
You're not really falling into
autopilot and feeling that, I just spent 2 hours on it, but really you're spending 14.
No, I don't find it so dangerous, to be honest. It's not, I might be using the wrong choice of word, the routine, but I mean, it's you're going to get business. You're going to get business for yourself, for your business. So,
but isn't it like a coach would come in and look at what you're doing and say, I would skip on that thing because it's always good to have someone else's perspective on it.
For sure, of course,
because we catch each other all the time.
Absolutely. Well, because it's hard. One of the biggest challenges is to have a bit of perspective towards your business or towards your day to day, right? So I think that's why it's important. Again, it comes back to we're as a solopreneur, we're a bigger company, so we have different departments where we put ourselves accountable regarding all the departments and track all this stuff. But when you're a solopreneur, I think it's important to still put a bit of time towards all those the marketing, the finance, the accountability, the accounting, your admin, to take a step back and see like, hey, wait a minute, am I doing the right thing towards my ultimate goal, which is growing my top revenue,
growing the business? Yeah.
I'll remind everybody that whoever's watching has a question, wants to comment on the topic, wants to share what they do, what they believe, what they like, what they don't, please do. Jeff, not Jeff, Steven.
The other guy.
Evan is asking to tell what book he's currently reading, what mortgage books are.
Evan is asking what mortgage book or
it's
book.
Not the mortgage book, it's the Science of Selling.
Okay.
The Science of Selling.
Yeah.
Who's the author?
It's by I don't know the author.
Is it a book that just came out, or it's a classic?
No. I saw it. Where did I see it? I saw it somebody on LinkedIn who was saying should read it. It's about sales pitch, how to sell stuff, and mostly how to come up to your clients or as an entrepreneur. So I'm like, I decided to buy it. I'm like, okay, let me get it. I bought it off Amazon. So
good stuff.
Evan, if you want to tell us a bit more what you're looking for, we have we read a lot, so we have many different book ideas. So if it's about motivation, about sales,
we have the book club too. Huh?
Well, we gotta revive the book club.
Well, we'll
It's
come
funny
back.
you
It
should
will
say
come
that,
back.
but we will do that. We have another question, Stephen, or a comment?
Nick is saying that Kelly, you're the best, bro.
Who said that?
Nick.
Nick Sebastiani?
Sebastiani.
You
Was-
should come,
wa-
Nick. You should come.
Yeah,
and,
wasn't he supposed to come?
Well, I think so, but
Well, the invitation is sent.
Yeah.
So, Nick, you're welcome
And everybody's
to come.
watching. Nick.
Nick is an insurance agent, great guy. Car, house, I believe business too, if I'm not mistaken. He can correct me, but
Mostly damaging cars.
so if you're looking for an insurance quote, Nick's a great guy. So time-wise, we have a few minutes left. What's the one thing that you feel is giving you the most? After I believe, I should say, take away the employee thing. What's one thing you could give out that for you makes a huge difference with the amount of time that?
I would say
And
being
yeah.
organized. The fact that I wasn't organized in the beginning when I first started in the career was taking a huge amount. But organizing myself, I would say it's a prime thing.
But how do you know if you're organized or not?
Well, you'll know you're
No,
organized.
but people think they're organized. Like I
No,
think
no,
it's hard to. What do you think?
You know you're not organized.
Well, how? How do you know?
If you have a mail list, we said it before, if you have a mail list and your inbox at the end of your day, you still have 15 mails in there, that means, and the next day it just keeps piling up. It's either you didn't finish it or you just left it there and you
Yeah,
said,
but-
let me do it the next day.
I gotta jump in here. Taking emails is a passive activity. It's an administrative thing, right? So if you're, because
Yeah,
Jeff
go
just spoke about it, if you're gonna actually focus on growing, you want to spend no more than 20% of your day doing the admin stuff. You're never going to be able to potentially catch up with all the emails. Now, I'm obviously, if you're going to devote a certain amount of time, you want to pick or scroll quick and see, well, what's the junk, what's the things that are really important. If I have real serious clients that I need to attend to, I'm going to prioritize those. But to actually go through the whole inbox and go, I never do.
No, because you have somebody that does it for you.
Well, no, but even though she does it or goes through it in pre-sorts, I still don't go through all my. If I have to pick and choose,
No,
that's
you
the
wanna do
last
it.
thing.
Nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to do triage.
No, but
Email
look,
triage.
an email, it's like the regular mail nowadays, right? If it's really that important, it's going to be a text or a call or something more direct.
Oh, no.
We have a discussion now, baby. What do you think, Jeff?
Yes.
What do you
yes,
think?
Yes, and no. I agree. The email, like the call, like the text. If it's not important, doesn't matter. As long as if it's not bringing you, and I apologize to whoever's calling me or texting me or emailing me. If it's not urgent, it will be. I will go over it at one point. Right. So that's what it comes back to.
But are you saying that you go through your whole box every day?
Well, my business runs on emails. So, yeah.
But I mean,
guarantee you right now-
I go through my emails, but I only open I have my assistant.
no,
Yeah,
so
that's
you're going to
what
I'm
prioritize
only
which
going
you're
to
going to
open the
open.
ones
So
that
how
are-
much time do you spend on your emails? Let's go into that. Do you know that just before you answer? No, let
Go ahead.
Let her,
Go
yeah.
ahead.
I can't say that.
Come on, man.
I can't say how much time I spend.
Approximately 1 hour, 2 hours, 3
See,
hours.
this is why it's so important. This is what I believe. It's very important to track everything because you might realize. I'm not picking on you. I don't know,
No,
but
Stop.
he's like he's gonna leave.
I'm out of
He's
here.
leaving live. No, but I believe that we don't know how much time we spend on many
No, we
things.
don't. No, absolutely.
That's
we
why it's
don't.
so
No, we
important
don't.
to track it. I give this exercise to everybody I work with in my mentorship stuff. Track everything you do in 1 week and seriously log it. Like I got up, I went to pee. It took me 2 minutes.
That's a lot. Drink a lot of water.
Put everything in because at the end of the week, you're going to look at it and maybe realize that you spend way more time than you thought because things that we do on autopilot, we're not conscious of how much time. Social media is a dangerous one because you start losing yourself in it. Next thing you know, you look at your watch. Oh my God, it's been half an hour. So same with the emails. Emails, what's the stat? Remember Harvard Business did a survey and we talked about it. I think it was 5.
I think it was 5.
5 or 6 hours a day that most employees or people that work with their email will spend going through emails, like sorting, reading, forwarding,
No, I
sending,
get it. No.
deleting, spamming. It's a lot.
spamming, you're just going to delete it right
No,
away.
going through your spam box. I have that problem. I have a disease. I have to go through my damn quarantine. I don't know why. I gotta sort it and then delete it. I feel better about myself.
I sort my emails.
No, but I shouldn't. Every time I catch myself, I'm like, don't do it, man. Don't do it. It's a wasted 5
But there's
minutes.
one thing that I used to do before that I changed that. I don't do it anymore. If let's say I'm doing your file, we're doing your mortgage.
Yeah, you better drop everything and get it done.
Make it
I
happen.
know overall, I will judge. You should be able to judge, or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Like, don't quote me on that. How long is it going to take you to do your stuff? How long is it going to take me to do your file? So it takes me an hour. I'll work on your file for an hour. During this hour, if emails are coming in, I'm not going to go and stop what I'm doing to open my emails on that.
Okay, but
So I'm concentrating on what I'm doing.
So it's focus time,
Of
it's
course.
book time, and that's what we talked about why we use our calendar to book time and set time for certain things. So that's what you would do with the file.
Of course, every time every time it's almost every day, but you block it. You're concentrated on that. In our business, you miss a zero, you're kind of screwed, man.
So how did you get into how did you establish a 1 hour per file, or is there such a thing that you now, because you've done it long enough?
No, I give 1 hour an example.
Okay.
I get an example. I mean,
No, but there must be some kind of generic average of it. Usually takes about for a typical file 30 minutes. I book it.
well, listen, if you have, all depends on who you are and how you work and what's this file all about. I would say an hour should be enough. 1.5,
Well, it comes back to tracking, right? So if you know your numbers, if you know you understand your business to that point where you know where to allocate, it's like whatever we're doing, we look at every activity, we look at every activity, and then we break it down in hours. And after breaking it down in hours, we're like, okay, well, this is how we should split it and work on it.
Did you see what happened?
I know, Mike. I know he switched the camera, right? All right.
We had to cut Jeff out. Why? What's going on with the cameras? That's what happens when you do lives, but it's all good.
Show must go on.
That's
so
right.
just listen to my voice.
This one doesn't work.
No, the other one. So do we have anybody else that has a comment or would like to criticize something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seiko Elena is saying, Akel, you're the best, bravo. Sarah Jan is saying Akel is a great guy, very creative mortgage broker. Can definitely trust him for my mortgage.
I don't know.
Him. We know him.
We know him, but I don't think everybody can hear. So when you maybe if you want to repeat what
No, he can say it himself.
we're getting compliments. Well, not we. Actually, I should say that you're getting a lot of compliments from.
It's funny because it's been what 36 30 what
38.
41 episodes, and we never got comments like that. So
And
thank you, Aken.
Yeah.
Akel.
That's why you're here, so you
Well,
can
that's
give
why
us
you
some
paid me a lot to be
credibility.
here today. So.
There you go. We have an influencer.
But you're doing something great if you're getting that many people just giving you good feedback and good
Or-
comments. So that's
They're
Or-
colleagues in the industry.
that's
Or
great.
we're doing something wrong.
I think a bit of both. Anybody else, Steven?
Yeah.
But say it loud.
Andrew's saying Akel offers #1 service. and
Wow.
Better.
Wow.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
He's also saying Akel, it's the good Lord that has no answer to your emails. Please stop checking your emails.
I hope we got that, and potentially not, but
We got it on tape.
Joseph is saying love the content, guys.
Oh,
Joseph,
thank
you
you,
remember
Joseph.
Joseph,
Joseph,
from Clubhouse?
no, I don't. Well, yeah, maybe. I think it's another Joseph, but I'm not sure.
And Seiko Elena is saying she's doing her mortgage with you, and she's very satisfied. You're very
Thank you. I
confident.
appreciate it. Well, we
Wow.
have clients that follow us
Wow.
everywhere.
That's
wow.
fantastic. So with that, Jeff, I know that earlier you wanted to share something with everybody about how you lastly add a lot of time to your social media strategies.
Well, social media
Yes.
or anything we try to we everything we plan. It's ultimately to work in en amont. I don't forgot the word ahead of. So we look at the month and then we plan a month in advance.
Pre-organized.
So we will work in
Pre-plan.
macro, a better understanding. And if ever we need to adjust, I'm looking at a camera that's not even looking at me. But anyways, if ever we need to adjust, well, we'll adjust day by day. So at least on a 4-week on a 4-week plan. We already know where we're heading and what we're supposed to be working on.
All right. Well, fantastic.
So if you like if you love the zone, then oh my gosh, I need the camera. I need
like
to.
the voice.
Thank you. If you love my voice, just comment and there you go.
So-
Good culture.
That's right. So thank you, everybody. Whoever is looking
Thank you.
for some help with their mortgage needs, refinance, finance, they can reach you by just searching your name, Googling your name.
By Googling my name, they can pretty much find me right away.
How do we spell your name? You will write it in the comments. It's going to be
Of
easier. But
course.
you're on all social media platforms,
Yes,
including TikTok.
Excluding TikTok.
No, you got to get on to TikTok. That's going to be our next topic. But thank you, everybody, for participating. Tomorrow we'll be back with more interesting content.
Without me.
That's right. Thank you.